Highway 61 on a cold Tuesday. Coffee gone bitter, dreams run dry. Watching old Chevys and the world roll by. A waitress named Betty said, "You look rough." I laughed and said, "Guess life got tough." She dropped a nickel in a jukebox glow and said, "Listen close before you go." The machine lit up in red and gold, started singing stories I'd almost told. Every guitar cry, every snare drum crack, felt like somebody was calling me back. The room got smaller, the music got loud, and I wasn't just another face in the crowd. For the first time in a long, long while, I caught myself wearing a genuine smile. The jukebox saved my soul tonight, pulled me out of the dark and into the light. One little record, one little song reminded me where I belong. The jukebox saved my soul somehow. I ain't the same old loser now. Every spin and every roll, the jukebox saved my soul. A couple kids were dancing near the door, like they didn't have a care anymore. An old man tapped his foot in time, like he was 29 and 59. The whole place moved to the same heartbeat. Every stranger became somebody to me. Funny how song can break the wall that you've been building all along. The jukebox saved my soul tonight, pulled me out of the dark and into the light. One little record, one little song reminded me where I belong. The jukebox saved my soul somehow. I ain't the same old loser now. Every spin and every roll, the jukebox saved my soul. I came in carrying yesterday, a suitcase full of runaways, but the rhythm took that weight away, one chorus at a time. No preacher, no fortune teller, no grand advice to make me better, just a beat and a melody working their magic on me. The jukebox saved my soul tonight. Turn a wrong turn into a right. Gave me a reason to believe there's still some good left up my sleeve. The jukebox saved my soul once more. Now I'm headed where I should have before, with a brand new heart and a rock and roll. Yeah, the jukebox saved my soul. The coffee's cold, the night rolls on, and that old machine keeps singing. One more song, one more song. One more song, one more song, one more song. Well, look up there, that old water tower's watching over town. And tonight we're gonna rock beneath it. Yeah, the whistle blew at 5:30 and the whole town came alive. From the barber shop to the hardware store, everybody headed for the square once more. The summer air was warm and sweet, and you could hear that backbeat. Rocking under the water tower, dancing every minute, every hour. Rocking under the water tower, feel that rock and roll power. From Main Street down to the railroad track, everybody's coming back. Rocking under the water tower, tonight belongs to us. The mayor smiled and tipped his hat. Kids were laughing where they sat. The local band was playing loud and drawing in a happy crowd. The stars came out one by one, but nobody wanted the night done. Rocking under the water tower, dancing every minute, every hour. Rocking under the water tower, feel that rock and roll power. From Main Street down to the railroad track, everybody's coming back. Rocking under the water tower, tonight belongs to us. Small town dreams and simple ways turn into unforgettable days. When the music fills the evening air, you can feel the magic gave away. coming back. Rocking under the water tower, tonight belongs to us. Rocking under the water tower, everybody singing loud. Rocking under the water tower, proud to be part of this crowd. The moon rides high above the town, but the music never lets us down. One more cheer before we part. Rocking under the water tower. Traffic lights and a courthouse square. Everybody knows who's been where. One barber shop and a hardware store, and a bell above the grocery door. The train rolls through around noon each day, and then disappears and heads away. From everywhere, at least that's how it feels around here. You can walk from one end of town before your coffee cools down. 3 blocks from everywhere, maybe we ain't on any map that's rare, but we've got stories, dreams, and pride, and that's enough for folks like us tonight. Miss Johnson waves from her front porch swing. Old Joe tunes up a mandolin string. Kids race bicycles past the school, breaking every summertime rule. The diner opens before the sun, and by breakfast everybody knows who got engaged, who bought a truck, and who finally had some luck. With 3 blocks from everywhere, at least that's how it feels around here. You can walk from one end of town before your coffee cools down. 3 blocks from everywhere, maybe we ain't on any map that's rare, but we've got stories, dreams, and pride, and that's enough for folks like us tonight. Some people chase the bright city lights, some people need a bigger sky, and that's alright, I understand. Everybody's got their own plans, but I've learned happiness ain't measured by how far your roads extend. Sometimes it's measured by the faces waiting when you come back again. Thinking adventure had just begun, but after all the miles I saw, I still compared them to this town. Because every road I ever took taught me one simple thing: home ain't always where the world is biggest, it's where your heart knows everything. With 3 blocks from everywhere, that's what I'll always swear, because every corner holds a memory and every face still cares. 3 blocks from everywhere, and I wouldn't trade it for a king's affair. Give me these streets and these old friends, and I'd do it all again. 3 little blocks, one whole world. That's how it felt to this hometown boy. name. Lucky Lane Bowling Club, where the good times always roll. Some folks came to win the game, most came for the stories told. Lucky Lane Bowling Club, under that red neon light. Half the town showed up every week on a Friday night. Big Mike swore he'd bowl a perfect game of every week for 20 years. And every week he'd miss one pin, then buy everybody beers. Rosie worked behind the counter, serving burgers, fries, and pie. She knew every customer by name and every reason why they stopped by. Lucky Lane Bowling Club, where the good times always roll. Some folks came to win the game, most came for the stories told. Lucky Lane Bowling Club, under that red neon light. Half the town showed up every week on a Friday night. Life wasn't measured there by money, rank, or fame, only by whether you could laugh when you missed an easy frame. And every strike got cheers, every gutter ball got jokes, because in a town like ours, nobody bowled alone. Years later when I came back home, the building still stood strong. Some faces changed, some moved away, but the spirit carried on. I rode one ball down lane number 4 and heard the pins collide. For a second it felt exactly like those old Friday nights. Lucky Lane Bowling Club, still shining in my mind. A place where friendships lasted longer than any score you'd find. Lucky Lane Bowling Club, a little piece of hometown pride, and every strike still echoes somewhere deep inside. 10 white pins, one rolling dream, and a whole town gathered on the same team. Every Friday at 8:15, I'd see her walk through the old front gate, past the ticket booth, past the crowd, never saying much, never laughing loud. She'd take her seat when the lights went low, third row center at the picture show. Same red dress, same ribbon too, like clockwork every week she'd do. Red dress in row 3, who are you supposed to be? I've seen your smile 100 times, but you're still a mystery. Red dress in row 3, you're the story I can't read. Every week you're right there, and every week you leave. The band would play and the crowd would cheer, but I'd catch myself looking over here. She knew every lyric, every melody, like the songs meant more than they did to me. The old projection light would glow and paint silver stars across the show. For a moment she'd seem far away, like she belonged in another day. Red dress in row 3, who are you supposed to be? I've seen your smile 100 times, but you're still a mystery. Red dress in row 3, you're the story I can't read. Every week you're right there, and every week you leave. I asked the usher, I asked the band, nobody seemed to understand. you too. I nearly forgot what I planned to do. Then before I found the words to say, the crowd swept her away, and all she left was laughing away that I remember for days. Oh, red dress and roll 3. Now you're more than mystery. You're the reason I keep showing up to every Friday evening scene. Red dress and roll 3. Maybe someday we will meet. Till then I'll save a seat beside me for the girl in row 3. The lights go dark, the curtains fall, but I'll be back next Friday, just in case. Town radio star, keep on chasing your dreams. Now his records spin across the state. Every DJ says he's great. The same old friends still gather around whenever his latest tune comes down. And every time they hear his voice, they smile and they rejoice. Small town radio star, everybody knows who you are. Small town radio star, now you're shining near and far. From the county line to Main Street Square, your music's floating everywhere. Small town radio star, keep on chasing your dreams. Fame may come and fame may go, but don't forget the road you know. The little town that gave you your start will always live inside your heart. Everybody knows who you are. Small town radio star, now you're shining near and far. From the county line to Main Street Square, your music's floating everywhere. Small town radio star, keep on chasing your dreams. Small town radio star, everybody sing it loud. Small town radio star, make your hometown proud. The station signs off for the night, but your songs are still burning bright. No matter where your travels are, you'll always be small town radio star. Step right up, the fair is in town. I see the Ferris wheel turning, and my sweetheart coming down the middle way. Well, the county fair rolled in today, and everybody came out to play. The banners waved in the summer breeze, and laughter drifted through the trees. The bandstand played a rockin' tune beneath the warm July moon. County fair, you sweetheart, you're the ribbon that I won. County fair, sweetheart, you shine brighter than the sun. From the two strings gone. Billy had a drum that barely held on. Jimmy found a bass at a pawn shop sale, and I sang louder when the microphone failed. We practiced out behind the feed store lot, making more noise than music. At first thought the neighbors complained almost every day, but that never made us stop playing. 20 cents and a dream, that's all we had back then. A pocket full of loose change and heads full of plans. Yeah, 20 cents and a dream didn't seem like much to own, but it felt like enough to shake the world we knew. We'd spend our Saturdays in record stores, learning every lick we could afford, trying to sound like the records we played, even though we were miles away. County Fair gave us our first big shot, wooden stage and a parking lot, 30 people standing in the crowd, but to us it looked like thousands shouting loud. 20 cents and a dream, that's all we had back then. A pocket full of loose change and heads full of plans. Yeah, 20 cents and a dream didn't seem like much to own, but it felt like enough to shake the world we knew. Most folks saw four kids chasing something they couldn't catch, but every great train starts a rolling, one little mile of track at a time. We weren't thinking about fame or seeing our names in lights. We just loved the feeling of Saturday night. Never became the biggest band around, never had our faces on magazine covers in town, but every now and then when I hear that sound, I remember exactly where it all began. A garage door open in the summer heat, four kids trying to find a beat and believing with all their might that tomorrow was ours to write. 20 cents and a dream still sounds rich to me, because some things money can't buy, like youthful belief. 20 cents and a dream, and a song to carry us through. Looking back, I think those days were worth more than we knew. 20 cents, one dream, one guitar, one team. Hey, that pretty baby, school's out, the sun's high, and it's gonna be a rockin' summer. The last bell rang on a Friday afternoon. Everybody cheered beneath the June moon. Blue sky stretching far and wide, with nothing but good times on our side. You came running with a smile so sweet in your little saddle shoes on Main Street. Summer kisses and saddle shoes, that's the kind of love I choose. Summer kisses and saddle shoes, dancing away those teenage blues. Hand in hand beneath the stars, dreaming big and driving cars. Summer kisses and saddle shoes, baby, I'm stuck on you. We shared a soda at a corner store stand, then danced all night with the local band. The jukebox played our favorite song, and we sang every word all night long. The world felt brand new and bright, like it started over tonight. Maybe summer won't forever stay, but these memories won't fade away. Every laugh, every tune will echo through the years real soon. Summer kisses and saddle shoes, that's the kind of love I choose. long. The season may come and go, but one thing I'll always know when I think of those golden views, I'll remember those saddle shoes. Baby, I'm stuck on you. A little bell above the door has been ringing since '54. Every time somebody walks inside, it sings its tiny welcome chime. Mr. Harper, stand behind the till, same friendly smile, same steady will, and that little bell begins to ring for every story that walks in. The bell above the door has heard it all before. First paychecks, first sweethearts, and dads, and dreams worth fighting for. The bell above the door still sings the same old tune, welcoming another chapter every afternoon. A young boy came to buy a tie for the school dance Friday night. 2 years later, through the same old door, he bought a ring and so much more. Mrs. Carter stopped each day just to chat a while and stay. Some folks came for groceries, others came for company. The bell above the door has heard it all before. First paychecks, first sweethearts, and dreams worth fighting for. The bell above the door still sings the same old tune, welcoming another chapter every afternoon. Funny how the smallest things become part of your life, till one day you stop and wonder how they survived the years gone by. A little sound no bigger than a pocket full of change, yet somehow feels like home every single time it rings. Hey. Now the town has grown a little, and some old stores are gone, but that bell still hangs above the frame like it's determined to carry on. The paint may fade, the shells may move, the years may come and go, but some things earn the right to stay because they're woven into home. The bell above the door still echoes in my mind, like a soundtrack to the little moments that shape this life of mine. The bell above the door may seem small to someone new, but every ring contains a memory for the folks who knew. Ring once, somebody enters. Ring twice, another story begins. Got the westbound train at 8:30 with a paper cup and a suitcase case. The conductor called, all aboard, and the old steel wheels began to roar. I found my seat and settled in, watching small towns fade and bend. Then across the aisle beneath the light sat a girl dressed blue and white. The girl at window seat 4, looking out like she'd seen it all before. Watching fields and telephone lines roll away with the passing time. The girl at window seat 4, I've never met anyone quite like her before. Some people stay your whole life through, some take one train ride and stay with you. She carried a book she'd barely read, spent more time watching the world instead. Every now and then she'd smile at something drifting by for miles. We'd talk about towns we'd never seen, baseball teams and old movie screens. Nothing deep, nothing grand, just two strangers sharing a span. The girl at window seat 4, looking out like she'd seen it all before. Watching rivers, barns, and skies disappear before our eyes. The girl at window seat transportation. She said her stop was coming soon, just past the river and the water tower moon. I nodded like it was no big thing, though I hated hearing that bell ring. Sometimes life don't give you forever, sometimes it gives you an afternoon, and ask if you'll appreciate it before it leaves too soon. Slowed down near Cedar Bend. She gathered up her things again, then smiled and waved before she left and disappeared beyond the steps. The seat stayed empty all the way, yet somehow it wasn't the same, because some folks leave behind more than just a name. The girl at window seat 4, I never saw her anymore, but every time a train rolls through, I think about that afternoon. The girl at window seat 4, a chapter only a few pages long, yet somehow after all these years I still remember every song. The train rolled on, the miles flew by, and her reflection stayed against the sky. Come on, baby, the movie's about to start, but I've got a feeling we'll be paying more attention to each other. The sun went down behind the screen, the prettiest sight I've ever seen. The parking lot was filling fast, everybody hoping the night would last. The speakers crackled, the stars came out, and the crowd began to gather around. Driving Saturday, everything is feeling right. Underneath the moonlight, hold my hand and stay a while. You make every mile worthwhile. Driving Saturday night, best night of my life. Saturday night, the movie played in black and white, the best night of my life. The movie played in black and white, but your smile outshined every light. The radio softly played a tune beneath the summer moon. The world felt small inside that car, yet somehow bigger than the stars. Driving Saturday night, everything is feeling right. Saturday night, underneath the moonlight, hold my hand and stay a while. You make every mile worthwhile. Driving Saturday night, rock away the blues. Work hard. Worked hard all week, now the whistle's blown. No more worries, leave them all at home. The sun goes down, the town lights glow, and everybody's ready for the show. The band is tuning, the crowd's in line. Saturday night's finally mine. Blue jeans Saturday night, everything is feeling right. Blue jeans Saturday night, rockin' till the morning light. Clap your hands and stomp your feet, move along to the backbeat. Blue jeans Saturday night, we're gonna swing tonight. The girls are laughing, the boys look sharp. The bass is thumping from the very start. Round and round across the floor, every song makes us want more. The jukebox shines like a guiding star, and happiness ain't very far. No fancy suits, no diamond rings, just simple hearts and simple things. A little music, a little fun, that's how Saturday gets Blue jeans Saturday night, everything is feeling right. Blue jeans Saturday night, rockin' till the morning light. Clap your hands and stomp your feet, move along to the backbeat. Blue jeans Saturday night, we're gonna swing tonight. Blue jeans Saturday night, everybody sing it loud. Blue jeans Saturday night, come and join the crowd. Blue jeans Saturday night, Blue jeans Saturday night. The moon rides high above the town, but nobody's slowing down. One more dance before daylight. Blue jeans Saturday night. Hey, hey, grab your girl and come along. We're headed down by the river tonight. The sun slipped low behind the trees. A warm breeze drifted off the creek. Somebody brought a radio, and now the whole gang's ready to go. Blankets spread across the ground, and laughter's floating all around. Riverbank rock tonight, dancing underneath the moonlight. Riverbank rock tonight, everything is feeling right. Clap your hands and swing around to the wildest beat in town. Riverbank rock tonight, we're gonna rock till daylight. The water sparkles silver bright, reflecting all the stars tonight. The boys are laughing, telling jokes, the girls are singing with the folks. Every heart is beating fast, wishing this night would always last. No big city lights to see, just good friends in harmony. When the music starts to play, all troubles drift away. Riverbank rock tonight, dancing underneath the moonlight. Riverbank rock tonight, everything's feeling right. Clap your hands and swing around to the wildest beat in town. Riverbank rock tonight, we're gonna rock till daylight. Riverbank rock tonight, everybody sing along. Riverbank rock tonight, to our favorite summer song. The dawn is peeking through the sky, still got a sparkle in my gems all decorated, the band they're ready to play, and I got my eye on a certain girl tonight. The streamers hang from wall to wall, everybody's gathered at the hall. The record starts and the crowd moves in, that's when the magic begins. You walked in with a bright red bow, stole the whole room show. Suck up, sweetheart, won't you dance with me? Suck up, sweetheart, you're all I wanna see. Round and round across the floor, you made me want you even more. Suck up, sweetheart, stay right here tonight. The drummer keeps a steady beat, and everybody's moving their feet. The laughter echoes through the room like flowers starting to bloom. Every song feels made for two, every note reminds me of you. The night may end, the lights may fade, but memories like this are made for telling stories years from now about the girl who showed me how. Suck up, sweetheart, won't you dance with me? Suck up, sweetheart, you're all I wanna see. Round and round across the floor, you make me want you even more. Suck up, sweetheart, stay right here tonight. Suck up, sweetheart, let's hear the whole crowd sing. Suck up, sweetheart, you're my favorite thing. And the last song plays, the night is through, but my heart's still dancing with you. One last smile before we part. Good night, my sock up, sweetheart. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, come on, everybody, gather round and rock. There's a rockin' revival in town. Worked all week from dawn till dark. Now we're ready to light the spark. The whistle blew and the clock struck 6. Time for rhythm and guitar licks. The streets come alive with a happy sound. Saturday fever's going around. Saturday night revival, everybody's feeling alive. Saturday night revival, come on and join the ride. Leave your worries at the door, we're gonna dance across the floor. Saturday night revival, tonight we come alive. The drummer kicks and the bass rolls low. The whole dance hall starts to glow. Friends and strangers side by side, swinging together with pride. Every smile shines bright and true, like the world is fresh and new. When the music starts to rise, you can see it in their eyes. Hope and joy are everywhere, floating freely through the air. Got a tank half full and $1 to spare. A warm summer wind blowing through my hair. The radio's crackling from a station out west, and the open road's calling louder than the rest. No map on the dashboard, no place I gotta be, just a rim of blacktop rolling endlessly. 5 miles to happiness, that's what the signboard said. 5 miles from my troubles and the thoughts inside my head. 5 miles to happiness, maybe that's all it takes. One road, one song, one sunset sky, and a heart that finally wakes. Past a field of corn and a rusty old barn. Kids playing baseball on a neighbor's farm. A freight train waving from the edge of town. Everything seemed slower when the sun went down. A man at a gas station said, "Son, where you headed to?" I smiled and said, "I know when I get there, won't you?" 5 miles to happiness, that's what the signboard said. 5 miles from my worries and the weight I used to drag. 5 miles to happiness, rolling beneath my wheels. Funny how a simple road can teach you how to feel. Maybe happiness ain't a place waiting somewhere ahead. Maybe it's the freedom on the road you're traveling instead. Maybe it's the laughter of strangers you meet along the way, or the feeling that tomorrow might be your lucky day. Then the road curved west and the sunset burned gold. I wasn't any richer than I was before, but somehow I was lighter than I'd been in years. The horizon took my worries and left me with the gears. 5 miles to happiness, the sign has long gone by, but I kept on driving beneath that painted sky. 5 miles to happiness turned out to be a lie, 'cause happiness was riding shotgun the whole darn time. No destination, no grand plan, just 4 wheels and a happy man. Okay. There was a little shop on Walnut Street with wires and tubes piled 6 feet deep. A hand-painted sign above the door said radio repair and not much more. Behind the counter every afternoon worked a skinny kid humming old tunes with a screwdriver tucked behind one ear and music always somewhere near. He was a boy who fixed radios, bringing songs back to life, one crackling speaker at a time, one Saturday night. The boy who fixed radios never made the headlines roll, but half this town heard music because of that kid's soul. Old Mrs. Parker into guitars. He knew every vacuum tune, every buzzing little wire, and every time a speaker sang again, you could see that spark of fire. One summer evening at the county fair, a local band was playing there. The singer pointed from the stage and said, none of this would have happened if he hadn't kept music alive instead. The crowd turned and gave a cheer. The shy young boy just grinned ear to ear, then slipped away before the spotlight stayed, like he always did anyway. He was the boy who fixed the radio, and maybe that's enough. Not every hero wears a crown, some just know their stuff. The boy who fixed the radios, still tuning dreams somehow, and every song that fills this town owes a little something now. A wire, a tune, a little bit of sound, and music found its way back around. I slipped in late near the back of the room, a rainy evening in the middle of June. The crowd was talking, glasses were clinking, while I sat alone doing too much thinking. Then an old upright piano began to play, and somehow the noise drifted away. Every note he played about summer and county fairs, about first heartbreaks and teenage days, about leaving town with a tank half full and coming back wiser if not successful. He played about dreams that lost their shine and old friends disappearing with time. Every note knew where I'd been before I even knew. final chord faded away. The room erupted in applause and praise. I stood there frozen for a little while, with tears and laughter mixed inside a smile. I thought about introducing myself and telling him how he acted, but he simply nodded to the crowd and started another song somehow. The piano man played my story and 100 others too. That's a funny thing about music, it belongs to me and you. The piano man played my story and left me better than before. I walked in carrying the world and walked out carrying no more. The rain had stopped and the streets were clear, but that piano kept playing in my ears.